Hey, what is up guys? Flex Media here, bringing you yet another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So I suppose consider this the second edition of like random rainbow of the week. But here's the thing, so it's random, but also it's not random. So let me explain. This guy, Super Saiyan 2 Cabba, is of course on the Universe 6 category, which is going to be a weakness in the new EZA Blue Goku. And I was telling you guys in my last video that I was just being lazy and I was just debating, you know, I basically I wanted to rainbow this guy, but I just haven't yet. So here we are, I finally got the rainbow on our boy. So let's kind of check him out real quick. So this is Super Saiyan 2 Cabba, Power of Pride and Bonds. He is a tech type leader at Key 2 and 30% stats. You know, not stellar. Saiyan Grit, he's going to cause supreme damage to enemy. You know, nothing special there, of course, as well. Attack 80% when performing a super attack, and a chance to perform a critical hit plus 7% per Universe Survival Saga category ally on the team. So not terrible. At least you're going to be doing good damage with him. He's not going to put up like insane crazy attack stats because he only has a 10,656 attack stat. But, you know, with, you know, critical hits bypassing defense, you're at least going to be doing good damage. So he has Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Warriors of Universe 6, TOP, and Shattering the Limit. So actually a pretty good link set, I would say. This Saiyan Pride link is interesting to me. So I actually brought a unit that has it, and we're gonna have some fun with this Cabba today. And as you can see, he is on 5 categories. Although I would say Pure Saiyans and probably Universe Survival Saga / you know, Universe 6 or whatever, they're gonna be his best teams. So I'm gonna take him into the Legendary Goku event, and I will be right back. Hey, so here we are. We are in an event, and we actually got the exact rotation, well, one of the rotations that I wanted to get. Oh my god, Tora, are you kidding me? This is the worst part about bringing a giant ape support unit. This guy and then the SS3 GT Goku, he's guilty of it as well. I'm just going to try and, you know, get through this as quick as possible. I don't want to deal any damage because I don't want to kill the enemy. So I have no potential or super attack invested in this Tora. Although I would say he's worth it. I'm just waiting to pull more copies of him because I don't want to necessarily use Elder Kais on him. But I do have all 4 dupe paths open, so I do apologize for all of this. This is, I mean, y'all know this is just how it goes sometimes, right? So we'll hurry up and get through this, and there we go. We saved some orbs for our boy Cabba. Okay, so Great Ape Tora, he's actually really cool. So why I brought him is not for this. Definitely not for his Great Ape transformation, but he actually has Saiyan Pride, which of course I just mentioned Cabba has, which is a really interesting link. And he's also providing 30% attack and 3 key to allies. So he's like a really solid support unit. So right now, Cabba's going to have all major attack links active, and he's going to basically auto-super when he's next to this Kale. We'll go ahead and put her on rotation. She's going to give him Super Saiyan, so that's kind of cool. I would like to rainbow this Kale as well. I think I'm going to work on her next, actually. So yeah, no problem super attacking here at all. So right now, okay, this could actually be really bad. Jeez, dude. I didn't think it would come to this, to be honest, so here we are. Taking 50k on normals in the first phase. But there he is up over 1 million. I mean, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. So there, 20,000 he just took from Fizz Goku there, so I actually am going to have to heal up. I did not think I would have to. So, probably pretty clear. His weakness is definitely going to be, he doesn't have defense, and it just, you know, it's just a common thing with a lot of these units that need EZAs, is it's this common thread where they don't have defense. So he gets 80% attack on super attack, and he's got a chance to crit, a 7% chance to crit based on how many Universe Survival Saga allies he has. So the fact, to be honest though, the fact that we were able to get him up over 1 million, I think is, you know, that's pretty good. And then obviously with LRB pan, we're not going to have any trouble at all. You know, I think we'll get him to 1.5 million maybe. We'll see. We'll play around with it a little bit. But the Kale, so she is going to have, she's going to provide 30%. I think it's 30% attack and defense. And then of course right now, so the only thing he's not getting right now is Saiyan Pride. We're going to do this because he'll defend a little bit better than Kale. Yeah, so 40k, I mean, to be honest, is just not cutting it. Is she providing defense? She does provide defense. So that's the only defense he's getting is from Kale right now. So again, this is just like, you know, kind of just a normal situation here. That you would encounter in just like a normal boss battle, so, or whatever, Dokkan event, you name it. If we get super, I am gonna have to. I didn't want to use an item. I wasn't planning on using an item, but we just better we better be safe here, huh? Because Kale will definitely die from a super attack, and actually it's pretty challenging sometimes to find Fizz Vegeta friends. So there he is, 775k. Again, you know, he's a completely free-to-play unit, so then there we go. We see the crit. Now, I gave him full additional, and he hasn't really showcased that as of yet, but he does have 15 additional, and then I went ahead and just gave him 11 crit. I might have been, you know, it might have been one of those things where maybe I should have, you know, given him 3 dodge, but I mean, really, it's not a big deal, right? And then there we go. So I think I'm gonna move ahead here. And I'm going to just sort of contemplate what his best possible rotation is in terms of like an attack stat, and we'll get him linked up with B-Pan. I think it's going to be Great Ape Tora, so be right back. Hey, what is up, guys? So here we are. So this is the rotation that we want. So for this particular team, this is going to be the best possible rotation. And we're going to have Saiyan Pride active, and of course we're going to have, and there is no Fierce Battle because they're all shattering the limit units. And then of course we're going to have LRB Pan's active skill active, which we have already activated. So let's kind of go ahead and see what's up here. So this is, okay, so just over 1 million. So you know what, I'll tell you what, I'm going to look for another unit. Something's telling me to look for another unit. I feel like maybe there's a Bardock unit that has Super Saiyan, and maybe we can get him just a slightly more impressive attack stat. Although that's probably going to be, you know, close to what his max attack stat is going to be. Because remember, Super Saiyan wasn't active there. So I'm going to go ahead and make a cut. And if I can think of someone else, I'll go ahead and run it. And if not, we'll go back and kind of do a final summarization. So be right back. Hey, what is up, guys? So, I always forget about these Bardock units. They just, again, amongst some of the units that just really, truly need easy A's, because that 30% support passive is great, you know, except when you're trying to run them in events, you know, because that's all they have. So, like, that's like their only part of their passive. So, even if they're providing 30% attack to all allies, you know, that's great, but that's the only... Other than that, they have no passive. So anyway, guys, these the Super Saiyan Bardock here, he has Super Saiyan and he has Saiyan Pride. So now we're going to actually get a better attack stat from our boy Cabba. And I don't suspect, even with type advantage, that Bardock will end it. So we should be all right. And then this should be, honestly, this should be his best attack stat. He's getting 30% support. He's getting 15% from Saiyan Pride. He's getting 10% attack from Super Saiyan, and then of course B-Pan's active skill. So let's kind of see what he's made of, and then we'll go ahead and kind of do one final summary. And he is 1.17, so we did get him a little bit more. We squeezed a little blood out of the turnip there. So that's our boy's best attack stat. You know, short of like some real craziness with like Spirit Bomb Goku or something, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and do kind of one final summary of our boy. All right, so here we are. So we've kind of been over the card already, but one thing I do want to like point out is like I think it'd be really cool. So they've been implementing these easy areas. And I actually was a big fan, well, okay, let's back it up. Let's pump the brakes. I don't want to say a big fan, but I was a fan of these easy areas when they were including free-to-play units. Not too much of a fan since they started doing, you know, the summonable units, but I feel like it's a good way to sort of EZA a lot of units at once because so many units need it. So anyway, what I think they should do is do like an easy area of all of these free-to-play Universe 6 you know, units. So what you could do is give Cabba the EZA, and then you could awaken like the Kale, the Caulifla, the Salanel, and the Purina, and even the Android 17 and 18. So you could just give all of them, you know, one Dokkan Awakening, and then you could give Cabba the EZA. I think he's the only one. I think so. He's the only one that's like a TUR, like a level 120 character. But, you know, I think it'd be real easy. So what you should do for his... So you can obviously up his leader skill, and I would just make it tech type key 3, and then let's say, I don't know, 70% or 50% to stats. I think that would be completely reasonable for a free-to-play EZA unit. And then for his super attack, I think he would be a good candidate to stack attack and defense. So, you know, straight up cause supreme damage, raise attack and defense. I think that'd be a really, really solid choice for him. And for his passive, instead of 80% when performing a super attack, let's give him 80% attack and defense at start of turn. And then you can say, let's raise that critical chance to, we'll say 10% per universe Survival Saga, up to 50%. So your boy could have up to a 50% chance to crit. I think that would make him a really, really good card, actually. And then, of course, you know, he'd get probably somewhere in the realm of, you know, 13,000 attack stat, you know, a 14,000 HP and a 10,000 defense-ish stat. So I think that would make him a really, really solid, actually a damn good free-to-play unit. So anyway, guys, that's our boy. That is Super Saiyan 2 Cabba. I would not recommend running him in any difficult events, but for Dokkan events and for that EZA, I think he's going to be a good choice. Slap a like if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing if you're new. I'm bringing you guys content every single day, and I try to make it as unique and as interesting as I can. So I will catch all of you in the next one. Later.